Hello there, and welcome back to the 7th episode of the Create Mod Basics series, where we explore the Create mod. Today we'll be exploring the different item transportation methods. Let's get started! As the intro suggests, we'll be exploring the different item transportation methods, which in this case we have to include the encased fan. Now I won't go into details, but if you want to learn more about it, check out the video in the top right part of your screen. As you can probably see, the fan pushes me, even though very slowly, it still pushes me. If I just speed the motor not a whole lot, just crank it to the max, you see that it pushes me very far away, and when I try to get back, it just keeps pushing me away. Just like a partner when you cheat on them. But if you reverse it like that, the motor will start pulling you towards itself, and if you try to escape, you really can't. Just like that one relative that's loving you too much but won't leave you alone. The fan does this to all entities, dropped items, or dropped blocks. This is a depot. This can be paired with a fan, so the item/block doesn't just despawn. You can still process everything processable any way you can. See, I put a fan, and I put some water, and now if I put a white concrete powder, you'll see it starts the washing process, which will turn it into a concrete block. Just like that. You can right click to place or take stuff from the depot. You can also provide stuff to a mechanical arm. If you put a depot here, you set it to take from here and deposit here, place it. If I put this white concrete block, you'll see it will be transported to the other depot. Its crafting recipe is an andesite alloy and an andesite casing. The mechanical belt is just like the depot, but with a very noticeable difference, that it moves. To put stuff on it, you have to drop the item using Q, and to pick it up, you just right click it. It's that simple. If you right click with a wrench, one of the two ends, you'll see that will shorten by one block. And if you want to expand it, you just right click it with the mechanical belt item to expand it one block. If you want to put a shaft somewhere in the belt, just right click with a shaft the place you want the shaft to be. And if you want to remove it, just right click with a wrench. The interesting thing about this is that you can dye it in any color. Just like in the thumbnail, you can make a warning sign with it if you just dye it with a yellow dye. It makes it a pretty good sign, you know. The crafting recipe for the mechanical belt is only 6 dried kelp, so it's not as expensive as other Create Mod items. A thing about the mechanical belts is orientation. This means that you can build mechanical belts only horizontally, vertically, and diagonally, meaning you can do those type of connections like I'm showing. If you want to place a mechanical belt, you right click one shaft and you right click another shaft. You'll see that these green particles indicate that you can make a belt. If you want to make a belt but one of the shafts is already used, simply break the belt by left clicking and do this. The weighted ejector is a clean way to transport your items around. Sometimes with belts it can get very messy, but with the ejectors it looks clean, and who doesn't want flying items around their factory? Anyways, if you put a depot here, and if you shift right click, you set the target, and you see that there's like green particles that say that you can place the ejector there and will eject the items on the selected depot. Right click to place it, and you'll see that it automatically is getting ready to eject items. If I put an item here, it will shoot it around to the depot. The entities will always trigger the ejector. This can make for a pretty good parkour idea. Just like that, you can jump walls or even catch yourself to jump over a certain wall. You can combine an ejector with a tunnel, and if you set, of course, and if you set the tunnel to prefer the nearest, it will automatically prefer the ejector and will send a certain amount of items, and the rest will go here. You set the items here, and for this video I set them to 42. Now if you put a stack of redstone blocks, you'll see that the exact item that lands on this depot is exactly 42. And of course, if you have items but they don't meet the required, like say I have 32 items and this requires 42, you can always jump on the ejector and you see that the items automatically get ejected even though they don't meet the required number. Lastly, if you put some redstone and lever, you can deactivate the ejector. You see, even though it always triggers entities around, it doesn't trigger because I have deactivated it. With a simple observer, it can actually output a redstone strength at 15 every time it ejects items. If you didn't so now, I will repeat this so you can see good. Just like that. The crafting recipe for the weighted ejector is actually pretty easy. It's just one gold sheet, a depot, and a cogwheel. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry for the big delay, but I promise I'll put at least one video per 2 weeks. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss on any potential videos in the future. Also like and comment saying something I missed and you want to add. For now, bye bye.